Hello everybody, my name is Pravus and welcome back to more Surviving the Aftermath in Middanowah. In the last episode, we were able to expand the colony a little bit, build up some proper housing structures and tenements. That's all rather exciting. We also got one of our specialists killed, which was highly unfortunate. But, you know, sometimes you make mistakes and you have to learn some lessons. In this case, that wildlife is actually exceedingly dangerous. Anyways, what do I want to do now? Well, I guess one thing we should do is prepare for another disaster. I feel like we've got one probably around the corner relatively soon, right? I mean, we can't go for more than 2 weeks without some sort of disaster. That would just be too much to hope for. I'm going to go ahead and set down another water tower to kind of build up more of a storage, just in case we have some sort of a drought event. Would also like to get another small field going, so we'll be able to start growing some more crops and get more food production. But what I really need, more than anything else, is more people. We really need some folks to arrive at the gate and join the colony, because we're doing okay in terms of food, water, and other basic human necessities, but if I don't get more manpower, that's going to be a major limiting factor for me. Unfortunately, in our maximum difficulty run, it's kind of random what we're going to get and when. So we just have to pray for a little bit of good luck. Platty and Donna, I want to send you guys off to the world map so that we can do some more exploration. Nuclear Beast, a quest is available. What? An old nuclear power plant looms in the distance, its monolithic cooling towers reaching toward the once blue sky. Their prominence has made them prime targets for scavengers, but a formidable beast has made her lair in one of the plants and has kept looters at bay. Or it might just be a ruse, a rumor to dissuade unwanted visitors. Do we go and check the nuclear plant? Yes, we check the nuclear plant. I'm extremely curious. Where would this be? Not far. Hey, Donna! This seems like a quest for you. You're pretty good at fighting and stuff. Platty, why don't you go get down that way? We'll explore some more of our local zones. Donna, get over here and let's find out what's going on in the nuclear plant. This seems exciting. The plant itself isn't hard to find, resting ominously near a dried-up riverbed. Aside from general erosion, it's in fairly good shape. With no signs of other people, the specialist enters the facility. Moments later, a deep growl fills the dimly lit hall, and a massive glowing wolf comes into view. The specialist is in grave danger, but the promise of valuable resources is tempting. Grab what you can and flee, or attack because I'm a fighter. Or we could distract if we were a scout. I'm gonna attack! The fighter steps up to the challenge and roars back at the beast. It seems confused by this reaction, and so am I, and takes a step back toward the darkness from whence it came. The specialist readies their weapon and fires the glowing wolf, scoring a couple of hits on its side. The wolf whimpers, darts back, and flees. The plant can now be looted in relative peace as long as no one ventures into the dark. We get some, it looks like 400, wait, what is this? No, 20 and 20, so we got 40 electrical parts, components, and 400 science. Well, nice! That was a pretty awesome arrangement. Let's take those back to town, and then we're going to send Donna up to the north to explore some more zones, while Scrappa gathers some cockroaches. Yeah, that all seems like a fair trade. Cool, I like that those events are now a thing. Things to explore on the world map, you know? That's pretty awesome. Hey, we do need to do some more science. What should I do? Good question. Well, don't need power yet until we start getting, I think, environmental hazards clearing. So environmental, yeah, hazmat engineering, this is what we want. This does take power, so we don't need this yet until we get a little bit closer to that. We could go for some more happiness. Also, remembrance would lead to things like guardians, so we can get guard posts and protect our colonists. Also, pavement, so people move around a little bit faster. That could be kind of nice. Also, roof supports for durability, or you know what, I think just raw happiness is not a bad idea. Because right now, people aren't especially happy. We can make this a lot better, and the happier people are, I think, the more likely we're going to have births. And children will take a very long time to grow, and yes, they eat my valuable food, but I think it's worth it just so we can start expanding our population, because right now, I'm kind of tired of just waiting for good things to happen, you know? It takes a long time for people to apparently find this base. What do I need to do? Have a flashing neon sign saying, Middanowah, the greatest place to live. I don't know. We need a marketing firm. That's what I need. All right, Donna, go and drop this stuff off. Platty, let's find out what's going on down over here. Anything we want to take? Anything exciting? Anything we want to explore? Well, we found some parts, some planks, some plastics. That all seems okay. Can we also explore this in the same zone? It looks like the answer might be no. We were very close, but we're just out of action points. All right. Well, the planks are tempting because I haven't had a very good source of these in a while. Parts I don't need yet, but I will at some point for the high-end mechanical stuff. Plastics, always good, but right now we have a pretty good source of those. So I'm going to say that's not the absolute highest priority, but it would be nice. At some point, we're going to find cars and stuff, and that will be valuable to me. At that point, we are going to want to go down the exploration research and get motorization. But we don't need this yet, because we're still relatively close to our main base, right? No point in going for faster travel when we're already really close by. Same with getting the frontier outposts. No point in placing those so far away. And bartering we can't use until we actually find another society. So I just don't think I really see the point. Hey, Donna, can you go and clean the toilet or something? Because everyone else seems to be really slow at this whole decontamination thing. And I know you'll do it really quick. Can you also go gather up, like, some concrete or something? Because at the moment, I don't really have a good source of any of that. Some concrete way over here. Yeah, I guess that'll have to do. Just gather what we can for now. We're going to unload all the parts. You can see, by the way, it is going up. So it seems like she's unloading even though it says she didn't have an interior. There's like a weird delayed effect, and I'm not sure why, but there is. Sweet porcelain will improve not tenements. It only improves like the trailer park. So I don't think there's a point in getting this. I could be wrong. Remembrance to get some extra stuff. It leads to a memorial building. That's not a bad thing to build, I suppose, but I wouldn't mind getting, like, the extra roof supports and durability. Logistics. We don't need food. Large larder. This would lead to things like communal eating. You could start preparing meals with raw ingredients. I think that's more efficient for your food, right? I think. I could be wrong on that. This also would unlock the logging camp, which gets me firewood. Line cooks, work slots, aquaculture, aqua farm? So that sounds cool. Advanced farming, better sites. Yeah, animal husbandry. Ranches. Wait, is that new? I don't remember ranches being a thing in the game. Ooh, that's kind of cool. I'm going to go for the roof supports. I feel like it's hard to go wrong with just extra durability for my housing right now. Not that it's had any issue, but on the off chance, let's say, I don't know, a meteor strikes, we're going to be glad we had that. Did I just see a whole load of people come through here? We didn't have new people join the colony. Where'd you all come from? No idea. Oop! Okay, and we have our first disaster, nuclear fallout. The horizon starts turning from blue to toxic green, and the air seems to burn in your lungs. These are the first signs of the impending danger. Intense radiation is a constant threat to colonists, building and crops withering and dying during a nuclear fallout. New seeds cannot be planted before it's over. Severe cases of radiation sickness and thirst take their toll on everyone. Harvest the crops before they wither, got it. Stockpile item pills, can't. Build more medical tents and assign more workers, agreed. And build outhouses to reduce the amount of sick colonists. Is that basically to say that as long as your people are hygienic, you're going to be fine? That's less likely to get sick? I don't know. Interesting. Okay. Well, I do think I want to get some more water, so another water well would make sense. Maybe over here when you don't overlap too much. 5 water isn't a lot, but I think it will do. I don't think we're going to get much better. So let's go ahead and build another water well, just so I can make sure we get a larger stockpile. We do want to build another medical tent. So we'll go ahead and do that under health over here and set you up like so. Get another one of those going so we can have 4 people treating. I'm hoping we don't need that many given my population is only 12, but again, it's one of those things I'd rather have it and not need it than find out that, oh, I'm screwed, right? You go and work on building up the water well and get this done faster. There we go. So now we're starting to build that up. Let's go ahead and get the water well going here. So we are stockpiling up to 1,000 units of water. That should be enough to easily get me through this entire season, right? Now, we only have about a day before the nuclear disaster strikes. The longer we wait, the more of a yield I can get, but I'm going to go ahead and turn off the corn because there's no point. We could harvest the potatoes, I suppose, or we could try waiting a little bit longer. I think we just go ahead and harvest it now. Yeah, let's go ahead and harvest. We got 5 potatoes on the way. Okay, well, that's great. Oh, we can actually harvest 1 corn. We planted the seeds. It's growing whether I like it or not. Well, okay, fine. Let's go ahead and harvest it. It's a little bit of food, right? A little bit counts for something. And we finished with the roof support, so that's good for the extra health. Not that we have to worry about a meteor strike anymore, but that would have been cool. Apparently some children are growing up. Oh, good. They're actually going to be useful to me. I like that. That sounds very nice. Why don't you go gather some more concrete somewhere? Back up to this field. There's not a lot of local resources. I'm highly concerned about some of that, but yeah. Go ahead and do that for now. Keep her busy. Let's see. As far as you guys, Platty, what else is over here? Anything exciting? We find some food, some metals, and some tools. Some of these will be useful. More food is nice, but what I think I really want more than anything right now are the planks, because we don't have a lot of good sources. Scrappa apparently is done gathering cockroaches. Well, that's cool. Why don't you head over here and just quickly explore this area? We'll find out if there's anything exciting. There is, actually, more people to kill, who are apparently guarding some science. You know, I wouldn't mind trying to go kill these guys. Maybe we should do that before you're on your way home. I mean, you're already on the way home to heal, but this is, like, practically on the way. We can clear these guys out. Yeah, I think that's fine. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, sure, why not? All right, less than 24 hours before the nuclear fallout, group of survivors arrives at the gate. That's actually fantastic timing. We've got 2 adults, 3 elders, and a child. I mean, the child sucks. Elders are functioning adults. They work jobs, but they can't reproduce. 2 adults isn't bad. A little bit of metal and a little food. I mean, yeah, I'm going to accept, obviously. The only downside is now we have people who are injured that we have to take care of very quickly before a nuclear fallout. That's an issue. Also, we have people who are homeless, so we need to get some more housing set up. Okay, let's set up another tenement. Might as well build the more resource-efficient structure, right? Place that down right over here. I'm going to go ahead and say that this is a high priority. Donna, where are you? You're still gathering the concrete. We should be able to finish this quickly, right? Yes. Okay, so let's go ahead and assign 2 more people over here so we can treat as many as possible. We only have a few hours left before all hell breaks loose. Some people need tools. Hello, a majestic deer. I'd like to kill that majestic deer. I don't think we're going to get to do that. Let's go to these tool shops. You should already be harvesting, right? You stop working. No. Don't cultivate. Cultivating me does no good. Are you harvesting this or not? Because you should be harvesting this. I want to get the corn. I think we may lose out on these resources. It's hard to tell for sure. Whatever, it doesn't matter. All right, so do we want to get another outhouse? I mean, it did say that would be important, so maybe we go ahead and build another one. Just build out number 3 over here. We'll probably delete these and move them elsewhere later, but for now, let's just go ahead and work on that. Most important thing, though, is getting these tenements set up so people aren't homeless, so we'll have protection, at least to some extent, from the incoming storm. And we actually did manage to get the corn in time. Well, that's awesome. Now that we have more people working, I think we actually do want to get some more work slots for the trappers and stuff, just so we can get more food. All right, nuclear fallout is here. Please let us survive this, says the innocent child. Oh, sweet child, we shall survive somehow. I don't know how, but somehow we shall. All right, well, we're going to use up, like, all of our iodine pills on this, I have no doubt. We're going to get a lot of people sick, but I got 4 medics standing by, ready to go. That's really the best I think I can do at this stage. Any more than that feels excessive. Go kill the bandits! Pew, 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 pew. Didn't kill him. Attack him again! Pew, 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 pew. All right, so that should clear out this camp so we can get science later. Can you explore this real quick? Just so I know what's over here in case. We find more bandits. They are much more dangerous. Also some science and some tools and a car. Cars would be nice. I would like to have a car. I don't know if I need it right now, but at some point at least it would be good. Hey, Platy, go gather up some of the lumber. Oh, there's another zone to check out over here. I keep thinking this is like water, so there's nothing to explore, but that's not how it works. It's just the fog of war. This is water. I wish you could do something with the water, you know? Set up like a little fishing colony that keeps sending resources back to town or something. Yeah, that would be useful. Oh well, whatever. It is what it is. So Donna's still gathering me some much-needed concrete. We have enough people working. They should be able to gather up some lumber using the stockpile, I would think. Doesn't seem like we have, like, any meaningful amount of production, though, for some reason. I'm not too sure why. Science is done there. Okay, so let's go for, pack tactics. Now, this is the same thing. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so tech in blue is based off of the ideology, and I went for survivability, right? So it actually looks like because of survivability, I can have 3 work slots on a single trapper instead of only 2. That doesn't feel like an absolutely massive advantage, but it doesn't seem bad. Also, an extra work slot on the pier if we want to get some fish and stuff. Yeah, I mean, okay. Sure, why not? Remembrance is done. Okay, cool. Where is Remembrance? Where is a monument? Monument? Monument. Monument. I don't see any monuments, actually. Wait. What? I unlocked it. Am I crazy? Am I stupid? I would have thought it was under this, actually, or something, but no. Huh. I have no idea where our monument is that we supposedly unlocked. Oh, no, a colonist died, but not of radiation, of old age. I'm sure the radiation didn't help, though. That's unfortunate. We need to build a burial pit. Where can I set this up? Preferably where there's no water issues. I don't want to place it next to the colony. That seems silly. Fun fact, by the way. Whenever I place down Or sorry, rather, anytime I have to change up my map mode to look for fertile zones, it's actually the hotkey to take a screenshot. So pretty much every episode, I end up taking like 50 screenshots because you have to like hit it so many times to cycle through all the different overlays. That's always been kind of silly to me, and sorting through all that gets annoying, but whatever, it's fine. Anyway, so we'll go ahead and place down one of these burial pits. This should be relatively easy for me to build, and at least this way we can keep the bodies away so we don't have excess disease. 6 people are now irradiated. Are you guys treating at all? Because, like, you guys need to go faster. Why are some of you guys idle? Get over here. Get over here and get healed, dang it. Why are you idling? There's the doctors. Gosh dang, it's like these guys don't understand we're in some sort of a public health crisis. Pack tactics is done. Let's assign another worker that's able to double how much I am producing. So we're gonna go up to 10 per day. All right, seems fine. The burial pit is done. Somebody works here, interestingly enough. I would feel like once you gather, like, the body, you don't need to do that anymore, but maybe I am wrong on that. I don't know. How long is this gonna last, do you think? I have no idea. I feel like it shouldn't last for very long, but it probably will. I mean, this is the hardest difficulty, right? It probably is going to last for weeks. My food production has definitely plummeted, by the way. We are not producing nearly enough anymore. I mean, the food situation from the farming, you know, being irradiated doesn't help. But yeah, one thing we could do that might help a little bit would be to set up a fishing hut. We could place one, like, over here. 66% efficiency, 71, 73, even better. This could get me, it looks like 3 fish per day, I'm guessing is what this means. Doesn't seem like the worst idea in the world. Maybe we go ahead and set one of these up. I like to have a variety of food sources if possible, just in case one gets shut down. Like, what if there's some sort of an event where all of a sudden we're not able to hunt animals anymore? You know, I can't hunt any more of those innocent creatures. I'm going to be glad that I'm able to do some fishing in the meantime. Oh, and the radiation just ended. Okay, that actually wasn't too bad. That just lasted like a day or 2. So I think we survived that one no problem at all. So we already grabbed all the lumber. That's good. I guess we can grab the parts on the way home. I don't know, that doesn't seem that important. Scrappa, why don't you head back? Donna, now that Scrappa's on the way home, let's go ahead and send you back out to the world map. And I'll let her continue doing some more exploration. Maybe find some of that science and stuff. I don't know. So I'm researching the wider piers preemptively just so I will be able to get more people working over here. Yeah, it looks like we're producing 0 per day. That must just be because nobody's working right now, right? Surely? I don't know. I see the fish swimming around. You gonna get anything? I'm concerned this ain't working. No, I'm just waiting for a worker. Well, where's my worker? High-rise lowlifes. Another quest. I like quests. A rumor about a local bandit lord is going around. One that's gathered quite the horde during his time of turmoil. She and her gang have taken up residence in a nearby high-rise, fortifying the lower floors. A crafty person might get through and relieve the lowlifes of some of their ill-gotten gains. I'm guessing if we had a scout, this would be really good. Maybe with a fighter, we can still do something, though. You think? Do we dare risk it? I mean, yeah, obviously. I think we do. Let's send Donna. Donna's been tried and true. All right, let's see. The high-rise is definitely a lair for several dozen bandits, and the lower floor are barricaded and booby-trapped. The bandits have apparently grown complacent, as their defenses have 2 possible entry points. One a few levels up and accessible with a rope, another by squeezing through a narrow gap. Rappel up the wall or squeeze in. Well, the bottom floors were barricaded and stuff. Let's try rappelling up the wall. Pulling oneself stealthily up the side of a building is tough, but a few silent huffs and puffs later, the specialist reaches an unguarded door. A couple of thugs are loitering around, talking to trash to each other. There's a pile of coins. It'd be very risky to go for the bigger pile. Well, I guess I'll grab the coins, and that's it. We did go for the silver, because I didn't have a scout, so we got 400 silver we can send back home. Okay, not as exciting, but it will be useful once we do find some more societies, right? Okay, we have researched the wider piers. It still is acting as if nothing's happening here. It says 0 per day, and that's what scares me. What do you mean by 0 per day? I'll have to check back on that a little bit later. With that science done, what do we want to do next? Well, power and stuff is something we are going to need. What I want to go for is things like hazmat engineering, but the problem with that is until we have power, it's not going to be useful. So let's go for the solar power and see if that will do me any good, at least for now. Then we'll go for hazmat engineering. I'd like to at least get rid of some like these pollution piles so that we can stop polluting our well. I'd like to get rid of some of the piles over here, kind of in the areas that people are working, etc., etc. It's going to be a very time-consuming job. We don't have a lot of labor for it, but it would be nice to get rid of some of this nonsense. Ah, Manuel died. All right, that means I have less people available for any work right now. Since we're doing so good on plastics, let's go ahead and cancel that. I've got somebody working in the burial pit. You know, we probably shouldn't do that. Go ahead and drop off the body. That's done. Now you can go ahead and leave. Now I got a couple of carriers able to move people around. Yeah, colonists dying of old age is, highly unfortunate, but I suppose it's not surprising. It's a good thing they added that into the game. It's a good change. It's just annoying because it means I actually have to worry about a dang life cycle. Someone is at the gate. A hooded figure wants to talk. Ooh, it's the Lone Wanderer. That guy looks shifty. If I recall correctly, this vent can go a couple of different ways. Sometimes he steals stuff from you, and sometimes he joins the colony, which is what I would prefer to happen, obviously. A man approaches the gate dressed in a beaten old trench coat and burying his face inside a large hood. He remains tight-lipped about his exact origins, but offers to join the colony and help out working as a scientist. He's constantly looking over his shoulder while talking and seems nervous. I'll let you in, and he actually decides to join. Okay. You're just going to let me in? No one's ever done that. You should really be more careful. But he's impressed by my hospitality. See? Sometimes it pays to be the good guy. And another colonist dies. Gosh, dang it. Ah! These people are getting too old. It's only been a few days. Of course, every day probably represents like a month or 2 or 3. I don't know, maybe a whole year. Who knows? Deposits have been depleted in some places. Oh, good. Yes, okay. Yeah, I like having less resources to work with. We're getting further and further away from the base, which means we're going to be incurring more and more danger. Gets me a little bit worried. One thing I should probably do with my fighter is actually go and kill off some animals. I know there was a big pile of concrete somewhere. Was it here? Yeah. I think up over here there was a bear. Maybe we can try to kill the bear. Do you think Scrappa can handle killing the bear on his own? Actually, wait. Well, there's the bear. I was wondering. Kill it. Okay, the answer is yes, he can, but it hurts. Good news is the bear is gone. Let's go ahead and gather up some of the venison, I suppose. Venison? Off of a bear? Ah, it doesn't seem right. Okay, the hazmat engineering is now done. What else should I work on? Well, truth be told, I feel like we need more food production. It still doesn't feel very good. I'm gonna go for the big game hunting. All right, just so we can have one trapper still working at 100% efficiency. Maybe get up to 15 per day. That could be kind of helpful. Have you seen any evidence that the stuff over here is working? Yeah, except it's also extremely contaminated. 3 per day. That's definitely not nearly as good as the Trapper. The Trapper is far more food efficient than some of these options. Oh well. Hazmat engineering is done. And I definitely want to clear that out because this pollution is actually making this fishing hut very dangerous for me. So we're going to need power, and we're going to need hazmats. So let's see. Where can I get the hazmat engineering? There's Memorial. Why did it only just now show up? That's a little bit weird, right? I see the waste dump. Am I crazy again and things just aren't showing up? Because it sure feels like things aren't showing up. There it is, environmental station. Never mind. So it's a fairly large structure, unfortunately. Let's go to F11 and see where I can actually place this thing. We could place it, like, right along here, maybe? Only if I place it over here. This isn't the worst location. We could do something like this. Yeah. I know you can't see anything. We'll fix that in a second. Ah, dang it. And I just took like another dozen screenshots. We'll go ahead and place you down right here, though. We don't have a lot of workers, but, you know, we can at least clear out some of this stuff. In addition to this, though, we need to get a bunch of other things. We need to get a waste dump, somewhere I can actually just, like, dump the waste. So where do I want to put this? How about next to the bodies? Nah, that's a terrible idea. We'll just place it out over the way, like right here. There you go. It doesn't have to be close by to anything in particular. I just want it well out of the way. Okay. And we also need to get some power. Now, for power, we can get solar panels now. This does take up some of the parts and stuff that I got. The problem with solar panels is they don't have the best durability. So these guys do tend to kind of break down very frequently. I can actually fit a couple of solar panels, like, in the base, though, which seems pretty good. So let's go ahead and place at least one down there. I want to get a transformer to distribute energy. Probably. Maybe like right up over here. Let's actually wait until we finish building this first, and then I'll just verify that it goes where I want it to. But yeah, that seems good. I do feel like getting energy storage makes sense, given that solar power, of course, is only going to be generating power during the daytime. So So I think getting a battery is a good idea. Almost done with this environmental station. Okay, the environmental station is up and running. It does take 12 power, and one panel only generates 8. Unfortunate. Okay, so we need another one right then. That's fine. And then after that, it looks like, yeah, we need to get a transformer or something placed over, I guess, here. Is that correct? Transfer energy from one place to another. Yeah. Much as I hate to waste the spacing, I think we do need to do this. All right. Go ahead and place down a transformer so we can move it over here. That will be enough power for me to get these guys working, so that's good. We have somebody working over here. Not that there's a point right now, so we'll ignore that. Let's see. Are you still gathering up all the venison? Yes, you are still. Okay. Somebody's at the gate. It looks like a scientist. Yeah, with the beaker and the blue hair and the deranged smile, I can see why you would think that. A woman with streaks of white and blue in her hair approaches you with small glass vials clinking in rhythm. The lab coat is worn and torn, but she carries herself with a sense of dignity. I was told I'd find a colony in need of medicine around these parts. That must be you then. They call me the Apothecary. Can I be of service? Well, I don't really want to give up tools for medicine, as nice as that would be. I could give this up for some science. Yeah, I'll go ahead and get some science, I suppose. I just don't have a lot of tools. We're not producing a ton, and I'm a little bit low on metals. So that's going to be an issue. God, that truck just came out of nowhere. Reep! Deja vu! I've just been in this place before. Yeah, sorry. I feel bad about that one. Okay, so let's see. The metals have been depleted. Ah, right. No metals. Well, that does seem important for us to fix. Where can I find some more metal? Metal? Metal. We need some more metal somewhere. I know there's some out here. Where'd it go? Wait, crud. Seriously, where's the metal? Is it all the way over here? Jeez. Well, I really hope that there's no dangerous animals on this path. We may have to deal with that at some point. Can you guys please build this stuff up so I can get the environmental deal figured out? Because I'm tired of people getting radiation sickening. Okay, the transformer's up and running, which means we now have power. Let's go ahead and assign somebody. I'm going to go ahead and start clearing out, let's say, this right here first. I do want to leave behind at least a few people still doing their carrying jobs, so let's not overcommit. But I think one person should be enough to gradually reduce this. Another one wouldn't be bad. We did finish the energy storage, so that's nice. We could go for panel coating, which increases the durability of these panels, and considering I know that they are going to decay rather quickly, that could be pretty useful to me. Now, what do we need for a battery? That takes some more components and stuff. Honestly, just fine. We can actually fit one pretty nicely right over here, so let's go ahead and do that. Get rid of a lot of those nonsense trees. We don't need any of that stuff. It's fine. So the battery pack at least will ensure that we can be operating throughout the night. Good. Oh, rats are eating my crops. Great. Pesky rats have taken a liking to your crops and could very well eat away a huge chunk of them. Your colonists spot them scouring a hollow tree trunk. They must have made a nest there. Trap them and harvest their meat or smoke them out. I say we trap them and get some meat, and it worked. Okay. So they robbed me of all of my corn, I'm pretty sure. However, we at least got some, food out of it, so I guess it's okay. Evelyn, you're the one working in the environmental station. What do you mean it was radioactive after all? Of course it was. What do you think your job involves exactly? We don't have a tailor yet, by the way. Let's go ahead and place down one of those. We are starting to run a little bit lower on clothing, so I feel like that's going to end up being very good for me. And you might wonder what I'm doing with Scrappa and all this spare time. Honestly, I'm just hunting down random wildlife. Basically all wildlife, including peaceful deer, will fight back if you shoot them, so don't ever get too swarmed. But yeah, it's an easy way to just get a little bit of extra food production for practically no effort, extra investment on my part. Panel coating is done. Let's go ahead and work on the rubber scrubbers so we can improve our production of getting rid of the pollution a little bit faster. Though it doesn't look like we've made any progress on this. I'm confused. Move the environmental station's work area here to dispose. That is exactly what I'm trying to do. I don't think I understand what the problem is, but okay. How are we all the way up to 2,000 energy capacity already? I have no idea. I feel like these guys aren't doing their job. Maybe I'm crazy. Nope, here they come. Okay, so they did gather up some of this, and they are working on it. Good. All right. It probably is just going to take a while because I did place the waste dump a little far away, but that's okay. And there's our tailor ready to go. We'll say production limit is going to be 10 for now. Okay. And that seems like a good place for us to end this video. So we had our first disaster. We've had more people join the colony. We are getting some pollution reduction finally. This is going to take a very long time, but it will be nice. I'm a little concerned still about our food production, but at least having one specialist on hand does seem to help at least a bit. I'm going to go ahead and pull you off the gates, by the way. No, I think maybe we need to leave somebody at the gate just to be safe. I don't know. Maybe you only need to send someone to the gate if you actually see a raid on the way. Who knows? But either way, things are getting a little bit tough still, but we're surviving. And that's all that matters. Thank you all very much for watching. I do hope that you enjoyed this video. If so, then I would humbly ask that you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.
All right, let's go ahead and do it.